We're taking a look at Snap beating third quarter estimates for revenue and user growth, boosted by new ad technology and a new app layout. The company also announcing a $500 million stock buyback. Daily active users growing 9% from a year ago to 443 million. Still, Snap issuing light fourth quarter guidance. Maybe that's why we are well off the highs of the pre-market session here. We're now looking gains of just about 5%. But again, when I took a look at the quick reaction that we are getting from the street, the improvement in execution, the progress on the platform initiatives was something that a number of analysts called out here this morning. And also the Barclays note, they were talking about the looming divest ban here that's hanging in the balance for TikTok and what ultimately that would mean for Snap down the line. And that's something that investors and analysts are still trying to factor into their estimates and what ultimately that would do, then how big of a boost it could be if we were to see a ban, how big of a boost that could prove to some of these other social media platforms.
Yeah, it's a great point. They're also going through a period of trying to redesign and reconfigure the experience.
They've been going through that period for a while.
I mean, Simple Snap, that's the latest effort, though.
It is.
In the,
there's
of
always
course,
the latest effort.
I mean, in the chronological order of all the changes that have taken place on the Snap platform, there's going to be some new ones as well. And Stories and Snap Map not going away entirely for those folks that are concerned about Simple Snapchat and what it could mean here. But for investors, I think, even despite shares moving higher here pre-market by about 5%, as you mentioned, off of some of the more outsized move that we had seen here off the back of earnings, investors starting to really try to figure out how they need to understand what the monetization dynamics are going to look like. And Evan Spiegel is concerned about this, or at least communicating to investors that that's something that they're taking time to understand as well. He talked about that on the call with regard to Simple Snap here and rolling out this simplified version of the app. And so we'll see exactly what that does look like in the monetization, but then also some of the new monetization efforts as well for advertisements, sponsored snaps, promoted places. They talked about a lot of the businesses that are focused on driving people in store into their retail locations to strengthen a customer relationship, and brands feeling like they may be what they call disintermediated with their digital relationship with customers. So we'll see if those specific advertising opportunities as well within the platform pay off. And of course, they're going to be going head to head with some of the new spectacles products that are out there in the market too. Facebook versus Snap, Meta versus Snap.
Yeah.
I don't know which one.
I have a hard time thinking that they're ever going to catch on, except our executive producer, John Hyland, loves them.
Really?
Not Snap, I believe.
He likes the Meta. John, get in our ear.
Meta?
He likes the Meta ones.
Meta
He just told
okay.
us in our ear.
But still, it shows that there's some appetite for those wearables out there. And I think that's been the big question, is who would be buying these?
I mean, when you slap Ray-Ban on it, it seems that much sexier, I guess. You're like, all right, I got the
Maybe that was
Ray-Ban
a selling point
specs.
for John.
Maybe it was. John, you can confirm or deny that later on or in our ears right now.